Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be installing a diffuser on my STI. Last video we installed the shifter linkage. I've been driving it. It's been running super nicely, super smooth. It goes into the gear as best as possible. Now with no slop, there's like really not much play going on with the shifter. So it feels really nice when, you know, having those spirited drives on the highway or through the city. So right now we're gonna be just lifting up the car from the rear. I got the jack stands and the jack ready up, and the diffuser that I ordered from online was through Strafe design. It is their V2, V3 diffuser with the rounded fins. I did order a set of side skirts. Didn't come together. I did reach out to them. They did say that it should be coming in about a week or so. It looks like they ship those out separately. I have heard some backlash on Strafe Design in the past due to their shipping times and their response, but it seems like they're doing a really good job now as far as getting back to me with the parts. All right, now that you guys know the scoop, let's go ahead and start lifting up this car. Cue the time lapse. So as you can see, I lifted it up pretty high just for easier access to be able to install the diffuser. From what you guys can see from underneath, we have the KW V3 coilovers. Got them used, got them rebuilt from KW. Awesome customer service from them. They were super responsive and they really helped me out with getting these rebuilt when I bought them from a Subaru forum. And then we have here, of course, our amazing Tomei Super Rumble noisemaker. The thing is awesome. I was able to get it at tilt and just barely hit the bumper right there. Funny enough, I actually got an accident here at some point. Not because of me, but somebody rear-ended me. There was a huge dent right here. Because I shoot flames, it seems like it popped out the bubble, or at least the dent that was in the bumper here. So that's pretty cool. I do plan on eventually getting this car repainted at some point, or even maybe wrap, but at the moment I just do not have the funds for something like that. So we're doing very baby installs here for the cheap. They gave us instructions for the V2, V3 rear diffuser. Looks like it just includes an 11mm socket drill, a 1/2" drill bit, 8mm hex bit, flathead, screwdriver, clip puller, and a Sharpie. Looks like they first want us to go ahead and just remove the 2 push clips from either sides of the car. So we're gonna go ahead and grab one of those and get started with that. So their instructions that they gave, I mean, they're basic, but hopefully I can figure this out. So I'm gonna get one of these side fins here, and I'm gonna just try to line it up to see where the holes might go. So we have the underside here, and we got about 2 holes. Okay, seems like this is for the opposite side. Let me switch sides. These 2 holes are supposed to line up, but the issue that I'm running into is I have the Rally Armor mud flaps, and it looks like the hook that's supposed to go right here, it has a push pin. When I try to put this diffuser on, it kind of bumps it out of the way. So I gotta figure out if I gotta make another hole for this to stay or what. Give me a few moments and I'll try to figure this out myself.
One eternity later.
Okay, so it's been some time since you last saw me. So what I went ahead and did, especially because I have the Rally Armor mud flaps, I like repping these, came with the car when I got it. When the previous owner installed them, it looked like the hook that's supposed to attach this, they put it on the outside. I installed it on the inside. That way for the fin, only has to worry about this push pin. Other than that, it looks kind of flush. So I already went ahead and did one side just to kind of see how it would all fit in. If it's like this, there's like a little bit of a gap, and you guys can probably see from underneath, but the car's gonna be so low you can barely see it. There's like that small push pin that's right here. I'm gonna leave it like that for now, just because I just want to have this installed. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just install the second one now. Also, if you want to use extra hardware, more than capable of doing so. Luckily, I was able to find these washer nuts, just in case the nut inserts didn't hold properly. I don't know if you guys can see on this end, but I did put one right here just for safety. The nut inserts, what they kind of do, I didn't know that they were going to do this, but once you start fastening them more and more, they'll start shrinking and then create kind of like its own little suction between the fender and the wing. But again, just for extra security, I'm adding these little nuts on top just in case. I've gone ahead and installed both the left and the right fin, both very secure. Both have been fastened to what I would say is the safest to go on the highway. I'm gonna do a test run around my neighborhood just to make sure that nothing falls off and everything's all safe for the highway. Not trying to have loose items for somebody to get into an accident with. I went ahead and pre-drilled the 4 holes for the bottom part. These holes, I do have LEDs under my car. I installed the light bar here before, but it just was way too visible from the rear and it just looked super tacky. I've been planning to install a diffuser here so that way the next time I install the LED lights, they can be hidden and it looks a lot cleaner, and you know, you don't really notice them when I'm driving. Just line up the back 4 screws. I did about pretty flush to right here. I gave it just a little bit of a difference here between the edge and the diffuser is gonna start. I'm gonna do a little quick time lapse of me trying to fasten it to these 4 holes here. After taking off this diffuser probably about like 5 or 6 times, I come to realize as far as like drilling the holes for these two, just easier taking off the whole diffuser. I took off the whole diffuser again, drilled the holes with the tap screws, was able to make the hole no problem. It does say that there should be about 2 inches of clearance between here where the spare tire is supposed to sit and the tire itself. It is self-tapping screws, so you do have the pointed ends. I did have to adjust the hole for this one and this one just because I wasn't really measuring it out 100%. After securing them with the insert screws, it seems like this thing isn't gonna be going anywhere. Let me see if I can show you guys. Looks pretty sick. I'm just gonna fasten just some extra spots where I think that there should be some safety nuts. I'm gonna go ahead and lower the car again. We're gonna go for a rip around the neighborhood just to make sure everything's intact. I did my little test drive through my neighborhood. It just looks so good. You know, even though it's like a 3-piece diffuser compared to the Varus kit, compared to the Aeroflow, I'm a fan of the Strafe design. I decided to go with the rounded look. I felt like it was a much more neutral fin. They have a sharp fin. They have a bunch of different fin styles if you check on their website. I went with this version of it. Next, I have the side skirts coming in next week, and I don't know guys, I feel like the car's been needing this. I installed the lip probably a few months after I first got the car. My girlfriend bought it for me, and that's kind of been the only aero part that I've installed. It just kind of felt naked with no side skirts and no diffuser, and the diffuser is kind of something that I've been wanting for a very long time. Would have loved the Varus kit one, but oof, that thing's way too expensive. Other than that guys, thank you guys for watching. I know there's probably better YouTube videos on there on how to do this install. This is only my second, just getting better and better by the day and by the videos. If you guys want to subscribe, click the button down below. It doesn't cost you anything. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. This has been Tech. Have a good one guys.